Oh my God. What is up, everyone? It's your boy and your coach, George Calioris, Mr. Deadlift himself, smashing on some deadlifts again. 385 for 3 sets of 8, working those repetition ranges. Started with a mere, what did I start with? 345? A long time ago. I'm working on pulling just a little bit higher hip position, trying to pull the slack out of the bar. And I found that if my hips are too low, like if I set up for a clean, then what happens is my lower back gets taxed when I try and pull the slack out of the bar. So I end up trying to overspeed the bar off the floor. And then I run into that issue that you saw with that 525. So I'm trying to pull just a little bit higher hip position. Not much, maybe an inch or two. And trying to pull the slack out of the bar. This is like my old, or the way I would pull, because when you're tired, you end up just defaulting to things that you're comfortable with, which still works, but it's not going to be as effective when I try. What I found is it's not going to be as effective when I try and pull heavier weights. So small changes over a long period of time make for better results. That's why I only go up about 5 or 10 pounds every cycle for my weights to get a ton of practice in, and it's all good. So coming down on this taper now for this competition I got on the 14th, I pretty much hit everything heavy the last week. So now I'm going into repetition effort, and then the next week will be a simple dynamic effort, accessory type stuff, and recovery. So I peaked up, basically cube method peaking up, hit everything heavy on that third week. The fourth week is going to be coming down. The fifth week is going to be, like I said, dynamic effort and recovery. You can see I'm starting to get a little roundy at this point, getting a little tired. 385 was getting pretty hard. I'm probably going to, well, see how it feels. I might go basically do this cycle again, or I might just go to 395. We'll see how it goes after the competition, after a deload. It was a little heavy on this day, I ain't gonna lie. Didn't really feel like doing it, but had to get the work in anyway. I did feel like doing it, but at the same time, I just wanted to hit some lighter deadlifts, and was an asshole and hit these heavier ones up. Because when you're tired and you're fatigued is when you get the most amount of growth. So I went to the axle block pulls, did 300 for 2 sets of 10, and then I went up to 390 for 2 sets of 2. Everything I did with it was without a belt. No real reason other than I just didn't want to wear a belt. I don't like wearing belts when I train the deadlifts because I like to kind of get in tune with how I feel. I don't like to be reliant on that. I don't think like a belt helps, but I think for training purposes, I think I get more out of it without a belt because I'm more aware of where my hips are, where my spine is, where my trunk is, if I'm bracing right. And I just love the deadlift. The deadlift is my jam, so if I can get the deadlift stronger, then I should be all good. Jen was talking at me. She's like, "You're slowing down." I'm like, "Yeah, of course I am. I'm trying to do this shit right. I'm trying to make sure my right glute fires properly." Fires. It's a dumb word. I'm trying to make sure I just don't hurt myself. So this is 390. I went from 300 right to 390 because I don't give a fuck. Trying to get set. When you're doing block pulls and stuff, you want to make sure that you're in that position. You're in the same position that you'd be in if you were in that position pulling off the ground. Otherwise, it's kind of not much point to it. And that is it. I did some single leg deadlifts after, back extensions, shrugs, rows. The boring stuff that you've seen me do 100 times. So take care, comb your hair.